She leaned in during the toast. No smile, no panic, just a whisper. We have to leave. Now. I blinked. Why? Her eyes didn't move from the stage, where my brother held his bride's hand, smug and shining. I'll explain in the car, she said. And that was it. We slipped out before the cake was cut, before the first dance, before the family photos I was supposed to stand in. Silence filled the car like smoke. Dense. Suffocating. 5 miles in, she finally spoke. You really didn't notice? The wedding had been perfect. That was the problem. Every flower in place. Every guest choreographed. Speeches delivered with rehearsed emotion. Even the playlist felt surgically curated. But it wasn't just a wedding. Not really. It was a message. And it took me hours in one sentence from my wife to understand the truth. That day wasn't about love. It was about erasing me. My brother Caleb had always been the golden son. Brilliant. Charming. A master at spinning stories that made him the victim. Even when he was the one holding the knife. I was the quiet one. The fixer. The one who got things done. When Dad died, I handled the estate. When Mom got sick, I paid the bills. Caleb? He gave speeches. Posted filtered pictures. He used to call me Plan B, as in, if he failed, I'd be there to catch the fall. I always did, until I met Mia. She saw through him instantly. First dinner together. She leaned in and said, he watches you like a man who thinks your life should have been his. I laughed it off. He was my brother. I didn't want to believe it, but the cracks started showing. He flirted with Mia once, then twice. Said it was a joke. He borrowed 10 grand from me. Still hasn't paid it back. And then came his engagement to Cassandra, a girl I had dated in college. Briefly, quietly, he knew, and he brought her to Thanksgiving. I said nothing. Mia said that was the first shot. The wedding invite arrived in a box, gold-trimmed, over the top. Our names were misspelled. Not a mistake. A jab. Inside, a schedule, a seating chart, a list of acceptable attire colors. It wasn't a wedding. It was a performance. And the message was clear. Caleb was center stage. Mia caught it before I did. The bridesmaids, same height, same build, same lipstick Mia wore the night of our first date. Cassandra's dress? A replica of the one Mia once picked out, but never got to wear. That wasn't coincidence. That was precision. Strategy. Aimed straight at us. Mia leaned back in her seat and said, that wedding wasn't about them. It was about humiliating you. I tightened my grip on the wheel. She continued, did you hear the vows? I had. I just hadn't heard them. I finally found someone who sees me for who I am, unlike those who wanted to manage, control, or fix me. He'd said that. At the altar, in front of my family. To my ex. He was talking about me. I didn't sleep that night. Didn't say a word. But inside, something shifted. You want war, little brother? Fine. Let's play. Revenge isn't rage. It's mathematics. Step 1, money. Caleb and Cassandra had just launched a wedding planning business, ironically funded by investors, one of them being me, through a silent shell company he never knew about. I pulled out, quietly, legally, which triggered a clause. His primary funder followed my lead. Within a week, 60% of his capital was gone. He blamed Cassandra. They fought loudly, publicly. I made sure of it. Step 2, secrets. Remember that 10 grand? I had the receipts. The emails. A voice note promising repayment. I forwarded them to a journalist who specialized in influencer fraud. Added a nice little timeline of Caleb's money trail. She published the story on a Tuesday. Golden groom or grifter. Family group chat exploded. Step 3, Cassandra. She didn't know he slept with her best friend a month before the wedding. I did. Found the proof on his old phone, the one he asked me to fix. I fixed it. Then I forwarded the messages anonymously. She packed her bags that night. The confrontation came 2 weeks later. He showed up at my door, disheveled, shaking. You did this, he hissed. I stood there, calm. You orchestrated all of it. He stared at me, rage in his eyes. You made it a show, I said. I just gave an ending. He lunged. Mia stepped between us. I'd rethink that, she said, ice cold. You're not the victim here. He left. No threats. Just silence. Defeat. That was 6 months ago. His business is gone. Cassandra's engaged again. Caleb moved cities. No one sends updates anymore. And me? I'm still here. Mia and I go walking on Sundays. We laugh more, breathe deeper. And sometimes when it's quiet, I remember that wedding, the lights, the vows, the applause, and the whisper that changed everything.